Well, last year, Congress passed the Biggert Waters Flood Insurance Reform Act of 2012, designed to make up for the federal government's financial losses, including from Hurricanes Sandy and Katerina. Now, many of the new rules go into effect this month. Here's the problem, though. This may wreak havoc on home values and your wallet. Here with everything you need to know is Fox 29 lifestyle lawyer Shari Olefson. What exactly is the Biggert Waters Act?
That's the fundamental question, right, Keely? And essentially, it's a plan to shift all of the cost for the flood insurance premiums to the flood insurance policyholders from the federal government. A lot of folks don't realize that the federal government has been subsidizing that. So far, it's added up to about $25 billion. It's another $1.5 billion every year. And we're talking about 5.6 million policyholders in 20,000 communities all across the country. A lot of these shifts, which basically results in increased costs to those policyholders, go into effect this month.
So what is the plan here?
Well, essentially, it depends on what category you're in. And again, a lot of folks didn't realize that their premiums were being subsidized. So if you're a business owner, or you have a second home, or you've had repeat claims, or severe claims, meaning claims for more than the fair market value of your home, your premium can go up by 25% starting now. Also, if you are purchasing a home now, or if you allow your policy to lapse, you're going to be paying the full premium now instead of a subsidized premium, and pretty much everyone else is going to see increases of up to 20%. So we're talking about a 250,000 people right here in Florida who will see an immediate impact.
And so what can we do if we're about to see that impact?
It's really a tough situation because the National Flood Insurance was supposed to expire in 2012, which would have meant that mortgage lenders wouldn't lend in communities, people would be hesitant to buy in those communities, and so folks who own homes in those communities now with these rising rates potentially face buyers who are going to pay less for their homes because of the rising rates, and also additional costs. They may need to sell their home. So selling your home obviously is one option you don't want to have to do. Folks who can afford to do so can buy their homes for cash and then not have to carry flood insurance or self-insure. Another option potentially would be to raise the level of your home, but there's not a whole lot that you can do. Now, fortunately, Congress is trying to delay these implementations because Biggert Waters also called for an affordability study, which is not finished yet. It won't be finished for 2 years. So we're sort of standing by waiting to see if that's going to happen.
Now, we've only been talking about this for 2 or 3 minutes, so I'm sure there are people that have many, many questions, and they can go to your website, right?
AskShariO.com.
Yeah, AskShariO.com. See, if you need to ask Shari a question, go to AskShariO.com. And I did not say good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you, Keely, and have a great week.
Appreciate it. You too. John.